You know what is special about this video? This video can save your career. So let's start. I'm going to talk about today about a skill, project planning control, Primavera P6, complete workflows, how you are going to start on Primavera P6 with the help of different kind of documents, processes, and different kind of mindsets as per industry process and all that. Along with that, I'm going to add a new thing, how AI is going to support you people, right? So AI is all there. It is going to take all the task and going to make it easy for you, but you need to understand how to handle this AI. Specifically, I'm gonna include Claude AI because Claude is much more proficient than any other AI model, right? Like Chat GPT and any other, right? So before getting into the detail of today's video, I would request you people to subscribe this channel so that in future, if I'm going to make any video, you get that link on time. And moreover, I would announce here, if you are going to write in the comment section area, randomly, I'm going to pick only 2 individuals to enroll in my premium session as well, in which I'm going to train them AI with project planning control and tracking tool as well. So let's talk about this one. Whenever there is a project and you have different kind of project life cycles, there is initiate phase. Within initiate phase, your project documentation like feasibility studies there, your senior project management team people are going to manage all those market data analysis, cost benefit analysis, project charter, your basic design, your contract management, each and everything. And then finally, they are going to award that project through bidding procedure to a certain developer or contractor. Once that contractor will be given that project, there is a detailed engineering design process, then procurement people, then estimation people, and all that. But we are going to talk about how a planning engineer is going to start that project plan on Primavera P6. So after acquiring certain kind of documents like BOQ, contract management, and your drawings, okay, and tender documents. After acquiring all these documents, you are ready to go to make your project plan in Primavera P6. So what you are going to do here? So as a planning engineer, we are going to acquire this BOQ, and this is building construction BOQ, which I'm showing you on the screen as right now. So this is the detailed civil structural works. And right now, if I let you know that this data is not gonna be loaded on Primavera P6, we need to convert this data into planning data. So right now, AI is going to do that smart job for you to convert that BOQ as compared to any other option, right? So I will train you in that one as well. But right now, we are going to work on workflows quickly. So I want that in this one sitting, you get all the complete idea how to start this work with what kind of tools we are going to use there. So this is BOQ. So I'm going to train my Claude over here. See, for that, what exactly you need to do. So here we are. I'm going to open one simple, Claude here. So what you need to do, you have to just check with your Claude. Here we are, your customize area. Okay. So I'm just customize. So this is very important feature of skills. Now, skill feature is going to help you in a very supportive way, but you need to learn how to train your Claude on the basis of this feature. So skill is there. You can click this add button and just go this for this option, create skills and create with Claude. So create with Claude is going to give you an opportunity to, train Claude itself in your niche, in your domain. So right now I want to train this Claude on the basis of this skill that it automatically convert my BOQ. When I'm going to upload BOQ document here, it is going to automatically change that BOQ into WBS and my activities. So the major thing which we are going to deal with is scope management. Basically, as a planning engineer, you are going to deal with 4 kind of skill areas: project management, construction management, contract management, and Primavera P6, right? So project management further going to deal with scope management, time management, cost management, and resource management. Right now, you are dealing with scope management. Scope management is going to break down or convert your project BOQ into different kind of WBS, deliverables, and activities. So that is what I'm going to give this task to my Claude. And there I'm going to train this skill, because skill is going to train itself. There are skill.md files which can auto train itself and make amazing things. Let me share with you. If you are going to make it like step by step, you are going to train it just after this one. You are going to upload here the complete prompt, what I need out from BOQ. Like I need this BOQ to convert into project planning data based Excel sheets on the basis of WBS philosophy, on the basis of my discipline level WBS, product level WBS, phase level WBS, and complete. You are going to give that prompt. And then finally, it is going to convert your BOQ into such kind of planning data. You can see right now, this is converted. Okay, like this one, which I have already done with this, right? So right now, if I can show you over here, something like that, you will get something like that. with the simple prompt with the help of. So it is going to transform project planning controlling jobs. So from here onward, you have to add first your WBS, first get help, and you can also add your contract agreement so that Claude can read any specific clause as per client instructions, what kind of structure you need to maintain in WBS and what kind of milestones you want to give them, their specific codes. Okay, so that is the most recommended thing. So this WBS you are going to upload in your Primavera P6. See over here in your Primavera P6, I will open here project. So actually right now scope management is going on. Here you are going to upload all that WBS step by step. And WBS, there are different kind of levels. You can see, I can show you over here. This is your first level of WBS. You are going to make engineering phase, procurement phase, construction phase, and likewise you can create their childs, PDDR project documents, and then further list of those documents, engineering document detail, and then their further details. And then procurement will be further divided into bulk items and long lead items. And if you talk about long lead items, they are further subdivided into the items which you are going to procure, right? And then this is construction phase. Construction phase will be further subdivided into disciplines: civil, mechanical, electrical. Civil will further divided into their different kind of products like buildings, foundations, and so on. So that is philosophy of WBS, how to make it as per industry practice. If you want to learn this complete project planning scheduling as per industry, as per AI, and also want to add tracking skills, project control skills, you can write in the comment section area. And moreover, you can contact with my team as well, right? So right after this WBS is loaded there, you are going to load your activities here. See, that is how the workflow is there. See, you are going to upload. This is the process. Many people ask me the question, what is the difference between WBS and activity? So this is the activity list. This is actually the process, how that WBS or deliverable will be done. So likewise, you can go and from BOQ, you have already created that activity list, right? From BOQ, you have created already that activity list. If I show you here, the complete activity list is there. Okay, what will come under there? So that is what you are going to show in the activity list. So the next task right after this one, once you are going to upload the things in Primavera P6. So here we are, and right, you are going to upload your data over here. The next thing, you are going to make sure the basic settings in Primavera P6, you get into admin, make sure admin preferences. There are some basic settings you are going to learn how to do that. Currency, then inside the enterprises, you are going to set up your calendar settings, right? You can click on the link above there, and there are detailed videos through which you are going to understand each and every single feature. And moreover, if you are going to learn with me, you are open to contact with my team and get enrolled in my upcoming premium session. And you can see over here, after loading all of this data, okay, all this data has been added over here. Now the next thing is to link up this data with each other. Now the data is loaded. Now scope management is done. Activities are defined. Okay, activities are loaded. Now the next thing is sequence of activities. Sequence of activities means you are going to develop relationships among activities. Like this activity is going to be linked up with the next activity. For example, if I'm going to remove here, like this one, okay, so I am going to just right click here, activity details. This bottom layout window is there. So how AI is going to help you now? Now there are many layers. First, you are going to see easily understand, okay, this task is going to start, the next task is going to start. This is the first layer of relationships. Again, this task can be done in Claude AI. You can create one artifact. There is one more feature I can introduce you. But right now, I will just help you people to understand how to do this in Primavera P6. So there is one feature, relationships. And there is successor, predecessor. And you know it very well. Successor is always a dependent activity, whereas a predecessor is an independent activity. So with respect to this started activity or any random activity in the mid of this work package, ICR. Now ICR, on ICR, comments are depending. If issue for client review is not done, you can't do comments, right? So comments will be there and IFR will be here because we have selected here for the activity details. So if I'm going to select here IFR and I'm going to select here comments like this one. So a trail is gonna develop here. So likewise, you are going to make a sequence, certain sequence. You are going to close this one, click IFR. Now you are going to click on predecessor, drafting. Okay, this is simple thing, huh? Drafting, predecessor is started, the next above activity. And like this one, you can see that. And comments and approval are still broken down. There is no connectivity. So I'm going to connect them down. Comments is going to connect with approval, and here we are. See, so that is how we are going to make a manual relationship. But how Claude is going to help you? The first layer is to link up activities within one work package. The second layer is to make cross-linking of work packages. For that, I'm going to show you another Primavera P6 window, and there you can see there are different kind of linkages are given across the WBS. And that is how you can also create one Claude-based feature if I can show you here, there is artifact. This is the feature artifact. Okay, you can create, this is actually going to offer you a new mini app, new mini website, and many more amazing things. See, artifact, and it can help you to create that kind of thing. Or directly you can give a prompt in new chat like I need you to create. Now why I'm creating this one, because there are multiple WBS, and as a fresh planning engineer you have no idea. Before it was taking too much time, which WBS will get linked with another WBS, which is going to drive which kind of activity. So here what I'm going to do, I will take my XZR file, a WBS file, upload there in artifact, and it is going to give me a block diagram which WBS, as per the real industry data, Claude is going to train itself on the basis of already existing data in its data, right? And going to give us all those block diagrams and all that, right? So I need you to create based tool where I upload project WBS file or copy that WBS structure from P6, and you create block diagram with possible industry based real relationships, and give me a dynamic block diagram as project schedule network diagram. Okay, so like this one. So you can also use Claude here. So there are many things you can add over here. So if you are going to just click this one, it will take some time, but ultimately it is going to create something for you. So meanwhile it is going to process this one. We will get back to this one as well. So meanwhile I can just get back to Primavera P6. Right after, you are going to make two levels of relationships. First, you are going to make relationship within one work package among activities, and the second one you are going to make this concept, like how design is going to trigger procurement phase, and how design is going to trigger construction phase, and how procurement is going to trigger construction phase. And within construction there are different kind of disciplines like civil, mechanical, electrical, and every single this discipline has a dependency on each other, right? If civil foundation is completed, then we are going to install mechanical items on that foundation. So these dependencies are getting into more depth and detailed, and that is what we need to understand from our team, from that product development cycle. And at the same time, AI is also going to help you with the simple artifact tool you can create with Claude, right? And it also can create one Excel sheet in which it is very obvious thing. We can get those columns, predecessor and successor, and get very easy to go job, right? So there are multiple things you are going to get. So far till now, first thing was scope management, WBS and activities. The second thing is to make relationships among activities. That is also come into levels, like first level and the second level. Now the most important thing, how to estimate activity duration. There is estimate activity duration and resources. So estimate activity duration, that is the next workflow. Estimate activity duration and estimate activity resources. Both are linked up with each other, right? So there is very important thing. The BOQ data is given in this over here. Just 1 minute, and I will give you the complete philosophy. So this data is here. The unit, this is the quantity. Now this quantity is RCC. Okay. Now this quantity is something like a planned work, right? Planned work. So we are going to acquire one productivity sheet from client and consultant. What does mean by productivity? Productivity is a calculated reference value from our experience, from subject matter expert persons, from site area, that is going to show us a work done, which is usually possible in a unit time. Like we can do in 1 hour, maybe, this 20 cubic feet RCC. This is possible. That is productivity. And that is something approved with the proven strategy, right? So that is called productivity. So productivity, we are going to convert this work into total man hours. How did we calculate cost? One unit rate has been multiplied with the total quantity and cost has been calculated. Now the same strategy. If I have this productivity, I'm going to divide this total quantity by productivity, and total man hours will be calculated. For example, there are total man hours 1000. Okay. I'm going to calculate like total man hours. If in 1 hour I can do 20 cubic feet RCC, in 1000 hours, like I'm just taking assumption here. So I can calculate 1000 man hours are there. So now what I need to do, I have to implement some formula to convert it into if in 1 day I'm going to consume 10 hours. Okay. So 100 days are required to complete this work. That is how we are going to calculate. our days and resource availability. If I'm going to put one crew, in that one crew for this RCC, I need 2 helpers. Okay. I need 2 masons. I need 1 transit mixer. I need concrete quantity, right? Everything is in that back end working, right? If I need more people to deploy, I have to make it double up. So at that time, I have to 1000 divided by 20 because double crew is working there. So then I can do this work in 50 days. So this is the philosophy you need to understand we are going to implement while doing our work on Primavera P6 for duration calculation and resource availability. Remember one more important thing. So here you are going to assign duration. Okay, duration strategy must be there, plus links, you know it very well. Duration is coming from productivity plus resource availability. Links are coming from your construction methodology, and the output will be critical path method. When you are going to provide all this duration plus links to all your project schedule, the critical path method will be developed. Now, what does mean by critical path method? You know it very well. While doing your project from start to end, there are many paths to go there. This is civil path. Then from here, mechanical path is starting. Okay, up till here. Then there is electrical path is starting. These are driving this path, right? Among all these paths, what is the longest path? Okay, what is the longest path? So that path is called critical path method. So that methodology which is going to drive this complete construction strategy is called critical path method. So if you want to understand this critical path method in more detailed way in premium sessions, I'm going to give you very comprehensive understanding, and AI is also going to help you a lot to understand and to analyze, are you applying critical path method in a good way? There are many things you can apply. Even I can show you here, like here, see, like this one, you can create different kind of dashboards and critical path method analyzer as well, right? Critical path method analyzer is also there. Okay, so you can create. Later on I will also talk about this one. So with the help of this critical path method, the next process is to assign the resources. You are going to get into enterprises, resources, and you are going to develop your resources in this window and create your resources in this window one by one, make their customization for columns, for rate, for availability. For example, loader is available. Only one loader is there, 8 hours per day. What is the rate for that loader? Maybe $10 per day, per hour, right? Like this one, you are going to make their basic settings. And then finally, you will get into your layout and marking. There are 2 kind of methodologies. Some companies are going to allow you to follow your project tracking because ultimately you have to create your PMS sheets, right? So how to create that PMS sheet? That is why we need to allocate our project planning resources on activities level, right? So let me talk about this one. First, we are going to prepare our complete resources sheet from productivity sheets, right? The way I have given you all these 3 formulas back in the slide, right? Now we need to assign those resources here. So there are different kind of trends. Many companies, EPC oriented companies, are going to allow you that you are going to make a single resource based tracking. So for that, you are going to get into the activity details. There is resources window and only one resource will be assigned across all your project. And that factor and figure will be taken later on from Primavera P6 and will be put on Excel sheet and create your Excel based tracking and all that, right? But there is multiple resource based assignment as well. Like you are going to assign 3M resources, manpower, material, machinery, and most probably you are going to consider your critical resources, and you are going to set up their man hours on daily basis, your total man hours. And actually that is not something very random. That is coming through equation. Like budgeted units is equal to budgeted unit per time multiply duration. Okay, this is going to multiply with this one and going to give you this one. So that is how you are going to settle down your resource assignment. Now, once you are done with your resource assignment, the next part is to make your project schedule quality. Like you have done everything. You have loaded your scope with WBS, activities are there, relationships are there. You have assigned the duration, you have assigned the resources, you have every single thing is there. You have developed your critical path method. And moreover, while doing your critical path method, you have to make your total float management as well. Total float management is also a very detailed topic. And if you want to learn all of these things, again, I would ask you to get into my premium session where I'm going to talk about these things in very comprehensive way, right? So right after this one, you need to understand about your schedule quality check 2 parameters. One is DCMA 14 points. Again, with the help of Claude, you can get that one very easily. You can just take this XZR file and upload on Primavera P6 and get Primavera P6 the response like, I want to check it as per DCMA standards, as per SCL protocols. That is really easy. Otherwise, Primavera P6 has its own feature as well. So there is tools, schedule, check schedule report. Here you can see these points. You can just implement as per their ranges. Okay. And if you are going to check schedule report, here we are. And you can make like this one. See, something like this. Okay. This is happening there. Okay. This report is there. Red zone area is not in safe area. You have to rectify these values. And then further, you have to get back to Primavera P6. So that is schedule quality check. The second schedule quality check is resource availability. That is resource over allocation. And that is where you can check it out. Inside the view, show on bottom, resource usage profile. And here you can see like I can just allow those resources which are my current project resources like this one. And this is somewhere helpers. See, this is showing over allocation. Something is going beyond this black color line is over allocation. So what does mean by over allocation? Actually, you have only one bottle. Okay, I have only one bottle. But on paper, if I show here 10 bottles, like just to justify my argument on the paper. Okay, you understand? So 10 bottles on paper, in reality, I have one bottle. So availability is less and showment is more than availability. So that is over allocation. So I have shown on my document, I have less helpers, but I have assigned more helpers. So that is contradiction, conflict. So that is over allocation. When you have no that much availability, but you are assigning more than your capacity, that is over allocation. That is also very important thing to understand and quality check at this level. Okay. So that is resource. Once you are done with this one, now you have to figure out how to create different kind of reporting systems. You have to convert this complete project schedule into PDF. And that is what you can do into file, page setup. You can make your page setup. Okay, you can just make what kind of things you want to show on your PDF. Just convert and create a PDF report. And then there are many other features. Get into view, show on bottom. You can create S curves. See, you can also print them and you can show them like if you don't want anything like this resource usage profile. You already have seen this one. You can also print them. Show on bottom. There are activity usage spreadsheets. Every single thing is getting its own. Likewise, before you have assigned your resources, all that data will be presented in activity usage spreadsheet. And you can also transport this data into Excel and make your own customized S-curves and submit to the client. Apart from that one, if you want to create Excel-based tracking, project scheduling is done there. You just need to add like once every quality is checked out, you have converted your project schedule into PDF, you have created your S-curves, so you are going to assign this baseline. So here you are going to maintain your baseline like this one. Click on this add button and Primavera P6 is going to copy paste it as an identical document and going to assign it to your project so that if you are going to start tracking of your project, your baseline is going to be untouched. Whatever you are going to write on this project plan as per your actual data, everything is going to remain same. So there will be two documents. Baseline document is something like an initial plan, and whatever you are going to write as per your site data is going to make comparison and make your progress reports, right? So that is how the baseline is the last process in planning phase. Now the second process will be there, the execution phase, like second phase. Now we are going to start. For that as execution phase, we can create our daily progress report templates. For that, you can also create your Claude based understanding. See, let me share with you. This is Claude based created. Okay, so I can show you here. I can show you here something like this one. See, I have created act as a construction manager with 15 years of field experience. I need you to create a data center daily progress report and all that. And it has created me for this one. That is why I emphasize again and again that try to use Claude AI. So I'm going to download this one. Once I'm going to download, it looks like this one. See, this one. You are going to give this template to the site area and they are going to give you all the values like this one. And from here, you are going to calculate how much this value is completed, right? Apart from that one, I'm going to share with you how to convert this sheet into a project tracking sheet. See, so here we have to sit with our client and ask them on which parameter basis you want to track your project progress. So that is what I'm going to add here. Okay, so I'm going to add that one parameter. For example, they are going to tell me budgeted labor units, budgeted non-labor units, budgeted total cost. So that is what I'm going to add here as per their requirement, apply, and that has been added here. You got my point? So now I am going to make Control A, Control C, and I'm going to add one Excel sheet here. See, I'm going to make Control V here. So here, what you need to do, you have to get yourself skilled with one tool, Plexel. This is third-party tool, Excel-based tool, very optimized one. You can easily make your PMS sheets and you can download www.plexel.com. It's very easy. See, if you are going to use this feature, there are many features given here. WBS coloring, it is going to convert as it was in Primavera P6. Okay. And then again Plexel, and I can click on grouping and it is going to make, see, it is going to give you different kind of levels. Level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It can create your Gantt chart area. It can create your histograms, and I'm going to create PMS, right? So once I'm going to click this one, I have to make sure which one day is off in my Primavera P6 calendar. For now, I can best guess like it's 11th Sunday. So I'm going to share 11th Sunday. Okay. So after that one, it's going to ask me start date column, finish date column, and which parameter I'm going to reference here for tracking of my project progress. So it is going to give me all the things in this way. See, every single thing has been changed. Okay, every single thing. So here is my data date. And that is how you are going to make your PMS tracking sheets, and you are going to convert these tracking sheets with the help of Claude AI and use artifact feature. And you know what? Exactly, you are going to create your such kind of dashboards. Ultimately, you are going to create your artifacts, give a stunning prompt. I can train you about Claude AI, that how to create your PMS sheets, and then ultimately develop that XZR file from Primavera P6 or PMS sheet. You can upload here, see, upload XZR or PMS and create your own Power BI kind of dashboards, very dynamic and giving you too much information in few seconds. So are you ready to learn this AI, project planning control, Primavera P6 and tracking tool as well? Along with these things, I'm also going to train you in my upcoming job hunting techniques module as well. See you in my upcoming session, in which you are going to learn a lot of amazing things and be part of industry as per hard demand, and more salary is your first right.